But I thought it was unfortunate that the impression that Republicans in Congress gave the American people during the State of the Union was that they were in agreement broadly with Joe Biden taking Social Security completely off the table because the American people deserve better than that. I remember when George W. Bush came out, you may not remember this, but Steve and I are old enough to remember.
We've got the gray hair.
So George W. Bush comes out in 2005. He's got a very interesting program to give younger Americans like you the opportunity to put a portion of your Social Security withholding into a private savings account. So still an idea whose time will come. Let the marketplace in America work to give a higher rate of return in exchange for reforms in the program. I was head first without a helmet. I'm for it. I'm a free market guy. I thought this was a great idea. At the time, I was representing the most demographically the most senior district in the state of Indiana. And the first time I went home, after I announced that I was for President Bush's Social Security reform, I had 1,000 people gathered at a nursing home waiting to talk to me. And I stood up and I just explained, number one, this has nothing to do with anyone in this room. Nothing. And in fact, anyone who's going to retire in the next 25 years, you don't even need to listen. This has nothing to do with you. But for younger Americans, for your grandkids, for your kids, we just got to make the system whole. We've got to fix it so it's there for them. I was reelected in 2006, which was a tough year anyway, resoundingly. We've got tremendous support. And I remember I looked at people. I would always ask people to raise a hand. There were more hands raised 15 years ago than there are today. But I would ask people to raise a hand who were part of the greatest generation. And at that time, a fair number of people in the room would raise their hand. And I'd just look at them and say, you know what? You all saved America during your lifetime once already. And then I looked at those seniors with their hands raised and said, you know, we may need you to save America one more time before you leave us. We may need you to say, this is okay for us to do. And I think you appeal to the better angels of people's nature and you say what the truth is. We can lead our way forward. And the hard fact is, if we don't do that, Sarah, I mean, the immense growth of entitlements actually threatens our ability to provide support in traditional anti-poverty programs, traditional infrastructure, and most importantly, it continues to crowd out our ability to provide for the national defense. And we just have to do it.